turn that off. Go that one. Do that one. This one. No, go back.
Hamburger.
This one? That one.
That fresh direct, you get quality and taste, you can't. Desperado. Getting in it. Oh, my God. The brother had a hot fuck. Take it easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Thomas Field. My name is Joe Shapiro. I'll be broadcasting the game today. On the mound for the Bears, we have senior Nick DeFeo gets in there with the first pitch strike to the Muhlenberg center fielder Ryan Herbert. DeFeo misses, ball one. We will play 2 7-inning games here today from Thomas Field in Collegeville. It's a sunny day, wind gusting a little bit lazily out to right field as DeFeo gets a foul ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Herbert trying to defend with 2 strikes. DeFeo looking to get a punch out early. Misses with the pitch low, trying to get him to fish there on the off speed. DeFeo the 2-2. And strike 3, he strikes out the first batter of the game. And we have 1 down here in the top of the first inning. Setting up your defense for the Bears. In right field, we have Dylan Kramer. Center field, Will Pfeiffer, the senior. And then making his first start, Owen Harris, the freshman, out in right. As DeFeo misses with ball 2. Ball 1, excuse me. At third base, Jared Minibach, Jerry Scavone at short, as DeFeo misses. Ball 2. Solomon Griffith at second base, and Colby Chan at first. Obviously, DeFeo on the mound, and Tom Jacobs behind the plate. That ball is skied into center field. Pfeiffer is under it, and we have 2 down. Number 25, the DH, Danny Monzo, stepping in for Muhlenberg. DeFeo's gotten 2 quick outs here in the first. Misses there, ball 1. Nice day for baseball. 60 degrees outside. A little bit of a breeze. Ball 2 from DeFeo. And Monzo pops it up in the infield. Over is Chan. He has room, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out. So a quick 1-2-3 inning there from the Bears, and we go to the bottom of the first. 0-0 is our score. Back now for the bottom of the first inning. Leading off for the Bears, we have number 26, the second baseman, Solomon Griffith, on the mound for the Muhlenberg Mules. Will Nomura posted an ERA of 1.59 so far this season. And we are underway in the bottom of the first. First pitch is lined down the left field line by Griffith. He rounds first, headed for second. The throw in will not be in time, and a first pitch double there from the second baseman, Solomon Griffith, to get the Bears off to a hot start in the bottom of the first. Now Jerry Scavone stepping in with a runner in scoring position, the shortstop, as the 2 middle infielders with the first 2 spots in the order for the Bears try to do some damage early. Nomura the pitch. A bunt down the line and foul. Trying to catch the Mules off guard there with the bunt was Scavone. Couldn't get it down in fair territory as it just barely crossed that white line on the third baseline. So now it's 0-1. And squared early to bunt, and now a slash by Scavone. He misses, and it will be strike 2. So first tried to lay down the sacrifice down the line and then squared real early around on that second pitch. Pulled back, tried to slash bunt unsuccessfully. And now up 0-2 is Nomura, and strike 3, good pitch on the outside corner, swinging in, missing was Scavone, and bringing up the third hitter for the Bears, Will Pfeiffer, the senior. Center fielder Pfeiffer started the season leading off for Ursinus and now has been moved into the 3-hole. Griffith still leads off second. Nomura the pitch. Misses outside. And the 1-0 pitch is lined hard into center. Caught by the center fielder Ryan Herbert. And at second remains Solomon Griffith. After the leadoff double, the Bears have made 2 quick outs. And now Tom Jacobs, the senior catcher, tries to drive in the early double run from second. Nomura trying to get out of this early jam and makes Jacobs swing and a miss there. On the off-speed pitch, Jacobs was probably expecting fastball and now sits on the curveball a little bit more, still early, fouling it off over the Ursinus College bullpen, so it's 0-2. Nomura getting back in the zone well here after the leadoff double. Looking to fight here is Jacobs. And that pitch misses outside. Jake Brett, the catcher of Muhlenberg, giving his guy Nomura a nod after that one. He liked that location. He liked that pitch. Now it's 1-2. Nomura misses low from that sidearm slot, 3/4 slot, if you will. A lot of movement on his pitches. Doesn't throw overwhelmingly hard. And now misses once again. So back from 0-2. Jacobs has worked the count full. The 3-2 with 2 outs. Nomura delivers. And off the end of the bat, grounded to second, thrown on to first by the second baseman, Kent, and that's the 3rd out. So after 1, it's 0-0 in this first game of the 7-inning doubleheader. We'll be back from Collegeville.
So when I think of Division III, the first thing that comes to mind is compete.
Dedication.
Student athlete. Academics.
Balance.
Balance.
Balance. Balance.
Balance.
Balance. I think the balance between academics and athletics and really allowing the student athlete to do whatever he or she feels is the best thing for their college experience.
You have the flexibility to do other things in your life besides just athletics, but also that's still like your top priority.
Competing at the highest level, but also competing in the classroom. So the combination is really great in terms of your success on the field or just on the court or whatever the case may be, and then in the classroom as well.
Division III athletes are constantly, finding the right balance between school and sports and friends.
Someone who values school, academics, and athletics equally.
The ability to play sports, do well academically, and also be involved in a lot of extracurricular activities on campus. For me, I have multiple jobs, I volunteer in different capacities, and still have time to go to practice and get a good night's sleep, so I think it really has allowed me to rework my schedule in a way that benefits me.
I think of the opportunity that I get to not only succeed on the field, but also in the classroom, and to also engage with not only my campus community, but the community surrounding my school, the other schools in the conference.
An inning of work. Stepping in for Muhlenberg. Skylar Petrie, the left fielder, hitting cleanup, number 3. DeFeo missed with ball 1, and now gets in there, 1-1 count. Game was rained out yesterday. but we were able to get them in today as DeFeo misses high with the off-speed pitch. Misses high again with the fastball this time, and it's 3-1. Petrie, the four-hitter, probably has a green light, and he does, lining a ball into the gap. It's going to get down on a hop. Cutting it off is the right fielder, Owen Harris, the freshman, getting his first start today. Showing off the speed there to get to that ball in the gap and cut it off, holding Petrie to a single. Good play by Harris. So that'll bring up Cameron Miller, the first baseman, left-handed bat. And just off the outside corner with the ball was DeFeo. So there's no outs, and the Mules have a runner on first. DeFeo misses again, this time inside. And that ball is lined into center. Pfeiffer coming in, makes the catch, and back to first in time is Petrie. Christian Schwartz, the right fielder, stepping in for Muhlenberg with one out in the top of the second inning. DeFeo the set and picks off to first. Back safely is Petrie. The Bears have 4 freshmen in their starting lineup today, taking up the last 4 spots in their batting order. The corner infielders, Colby Chan and Jared Minichbach, are both freshmen, and the corner outfielders, Dylan Kramer in left and Owen Harris in right, are also freshmen. Schwartz fouls it back over the dugout of Muhlenberg. And they got him on the pickoff there at first. So a good move by DeFeo. Thought he might have gotten back safely, but they get him on the pick move, and there's 2 down. Nobody on, and DeFeo gets Schwartz to pop foul again. Took a second there to register what had happened after I thought the runner had gotten back safely. But Petrie picked off at first. He had been dancing over there. DeFeo saw it, made a good move, and now strike 3 looking on the outside corner. And that's quite the way to end an inning. On to the bottom of the second we go at 0-0.
My favorite part about competing in the Centennial Conference is how competitive it is and how close all of the games are. You just really never know who's going to win, and everybody's very positive.
The friendly competition. I play against a lot of people that I know or grew up kind of knowing about, and then we all go to these very similar schools and have pretty similar experiences, so it's nice that we can meet on the field and battle it out.
You just get to know the competition really well. You have those small school rivalries. For us, Gettysburg, F&M, and Dickinson, we have a track meet every year where just the 3 of us. It's been about some ridiculous amount of years now that we've been competing. And it's kind of great to kind of have that competition.
I think the Centennial Conference is very rich in history. Like at Dickinson, personally, we have the bucket game with Gettysburg College, and then we have the wagon game with Franklin and Marshall, so I think there's very rich history.
I love competing in the Centennial Conference because of how competitive our conference is. It's always a race to see who's going to be, in the top 5 and making playoffs.
Everybody in the Centennial is elite.
Welcome back to Collegeville. Tom Snipes, first pitch swinging. Pops it high behind shortstop. Looks like he lost it in the sun, and he did. Ball was out, but thrown out. Oh, he's safe at second. Looked like he got the tag down. Snipes got in there. Losing the ball in the sun was the shortstop, Jonathan Toth. And hustling all the way into second was Snipes. Looked like he could have gotten the tag down there, but he was safe. So now Colby Chan, the first baseman, the freshman, is in with no outs, and once again a runner on second. Squaring around to bunt was Chan. But the pitch was in there, strike one. Good slide by second by Snipes. The ball beat him, and he was able to get his foot in there safely. And good hustle by Snipes out of the box to get into second. So now Chan swings and misses at the off-speed pitch on the outer half, and it's 0-2. Nomura sets, and then Chan fouls that one back. So let's see if Nomura can get out of a jam again for the second consecutive inning. He has a runner on second base and no outs. This one, the fall of the sun. And now Nomura misses on the outer half. It's 1-2. Good take again by Chan. They're trying to get him on that same pitch that he swung on and missed at for the second strike of the at-bat. Chan wise to it. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nomura delivers. And misses again. This time the ball caroms back to the backstop, and able to advance was Snipes. So some good base running by the designated hitter, Tom Snipes. And he's at third base. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Chan. And now Chan hits a high fly ball into the gap, left field, caught by the center fielder and thrown in not in time. So a good job done there by Chan. Sacrifice fly. And it's 1-0 Bears. Herbert, the center fielder, made a good throw, but it was too late. The fly ball was deep enough to get the runner Snipes in from third. And now the freshman Jared Minichbach in to face Nomura with 1 out. Minichbach takes ball 1. This one's in there, 1-1. And now Minichbach swings, blooper, right field. Under it is the right fielder Schwartz, and that is caught for out number 2. That'll bring up the freshman right fielder Owen Harris. Nomura misses with the first pitch, ball 1. Harris has only made one appearance so far this year, and today gets the start. One plate appearance. And he fouls that pitch back. Missing on the outside corner and questioning the call was Nomura. It's 2-1. Looked like that pitch might have clipped the outside of the zone, breaking in from the other batter's box. Blue didn't give him the call, and now Harris swings and grounds it to first. Over is Nomura, and beating Harris for the third out, barely, just by a step. And so the sacrifice fly by Colby Chan will put the Bears up 1-0 as we head to the third inning. We'll be back.
We are driven to motivate, to challenge, to lead. Every practice, every play, every day, every season. 11 schools together in competition. We are the Centennial Conference.
Back on this beautiful Thursday afternoon in Collegeville. DeFeo out for his third inning of work, hasn't surrendered a run yet. And that ball is swung on and popped to second. Griffith makes the catch, and there's one pitch, one out for DeFeo. That was Trevor Verno, the third baseman, on the first pitch pop-out. So that'll bring up the shortstop, Jonathan Toth. Had that mishap that led to a run being scored at shortstop, losing the pop-up by Snipes in the Sun. Snipes advanced to second on the play, and then on the pass ball, advanced to third. Chan was able to score him on the sacrifice fly. So let's see what he can do here at the plate. Toth toting an average of 184 coming in this 9 spot. He's a freshman from Granby, Massachusetts. And this ball is lined hard into left field, fielded by Kramer. And a hard turn from Toth leads to nothing. Good throw into second by Dylan Kramer. So the freshman shortstop with a hard line drive into left. There's one out. And standing on first is Toth. So that'll turn the lineup over. I'm sorry. The catcher now will stand in. The 9th hitter here for Muhlenberg. Toth in the 8th spot. Jake Brett, the catcher. Swings and misses. It's 0-2. DeFeo tries to get a pick move to work for him yet again, but wise to it at first base is Toth. And strike 3. DeFeo got him on the fastball away, and that will turn the lineup over. Ryan Herbert, the center fielder, stands in for the second time today. DeFeo has pitched well so far. Hasn't surrendered a run yet, and there's 2 outs in the top of the third. foul ball. 0-1. DeFeo grounded to DeFeo at the pitcher's spot and on to first for the out. So it's 1-0 Ursinus after 2.5 innings here from Collegeville. We'll be back. Now Dylan Kramer swings at the first pitch, popping it into center field. Under it, out there is Ryan Herbert, and 1 pitch, 1 out for the Bears as the freshman Kramer pops out. Kramer, rather. And now Solomon Griffith in. Takes strike 1 on the off-speed pitch. And now Griffith takes ball 1. And looking silly on that one, a half swing from Griffith. Great pitch there from Nomura. And now misses high, so it's 2-2. The leadoff double in his first at-bat on the first pitch of the game. And now on the outside corner, strike 3. So Nomura hasn't let the run affect him that he gave up in the previous inning. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, he strikes out Griffith for the 2nd out. And now Jerry Scavone, the shortstop, looking to prevent the 1-2-3 inning as he takes strike 1. Scavone, fly ball right field. Looks like it's going to get out of play, and it does, into the Muhlenberg bullpen. So it's 0-2 in this 7-inning affair. Bottom of the 3rd. And a little bit high and away on that pitch from Nomura. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind gusting a little bit more heavily out to right field. And Scavone pops foul once again, so a good at-bat regardless of the outcome for the shortstop Scavone. And that ball is blooped into left field. Under it, the left fielder, Skylar Petrie. And that's the third out. So it's 1-0 Bears after 3 from Thomas Field in Collegeville. We'll be right back.
Together, we are driven. To motivate. To challenge. To lead. Every practice. Every play. Every day. Every season. 11 schools. Together in competition. We are the Centennial Conference.
Welcome back to Collegeville. Jack Kent, the second baseman, stands in for Muhlenberg to lead off the inning, and getting in there on the outside corner with the fastball was DeFeo, a great pitch. It's 0-1. And Kent grounds foul into the Bears dugout. It's 0-2. Taking a stroll around the plate, getting settled is Kent. Ready with 2 strikes. DeFeo looks in from the mound and the pitch. Ball is lined into center, over is Pfeiffer, and a great running play in center field from Pfeiffer for the out. Pfeiffer prides himself on being able to get to everything out there in center field. Does a good job of it there. Thought that ball might have had a chance to drop. But instead, Pfeiffer gets there and there's 1 out. DeFeo misses. And that ball is way inside. Ball 2. It's 2-0. Number 25, Danny Monzo, the designated hitter, in the third hole for Muhlenberg today. And it's 3-0, as high on the fastball there was DeFeo. And a 4-pitch walk after a quick out will bring up Skylar Petrie, who was picked off after reaching in his last at-bat. And that pitch hits him. So after a 4-pitch walk, DeFeo misses way inside and hits Petrie, and there's 1 out. Runners on first and second. The best opportunity of the day yet so far for the Mules. That'll bring up number 17, Cameron Miller. The first baseman, Cameron Miller, looking to do damage. On that left-hander's batter's box. And missing on his 6th pitch in a row is DeFeo. So after a good start, struggling to find his control is DeFeo, and out to the mound is Coach Exeter to have a little talk with him. There is activity out there in the Collegeville, or in the Ursinus Bears bullpen, rather. Can't quite make out who's up. There is some activity.
It's starting to feel a little slow.
So it's 1-0, and Coach Exeter retreats back to the dugout. Getting in there, so the mound visit proving to have helped DeFeo get back in the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The Bears lead 1-0. It's the top of the 4th inning, moving quickly in this 7-inning game. And now that ball is grounded up the middle, fielded by Griffith, and turned onto first for the out. They got him! A double play, and a great play on top of that. So getting out of a jam there was DeFeo, and it's still 1-0 after that great double play turned up the middle by Griffith and Scavone. We'll be back from Collegeville. So now the third hitter, Will Pfeiffer, stepping in as we welcome you back to Thomas Field. Fouling the first pitch back. It's the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 1-0 Bears. And now Pfeiffer with a good take on the outside corner. It's 1-1. We're moving quickly here. Already in the bottom of the 4th. 7-inning game for this doubleheader. And now Pfeiffer grounds to first, fielded by Miller, and on for the out. So taking it himself there was Miller. And that'll bring up Tom Jacobs, the senior catcher. Grounds on the first pitch to third. Thrown on by Verno, and that's 2 quick outs. Still moving quickly here from Collegeville. 2 batters, 2 outs, and now the designated hitter, Tom Snipes, after that pop-up behind short in his last at-bat. The error by Toth, the Muhlenberg shortstop. Snipes reached second, advanced to third on a pass ball, and now swings and pops it into left field. Out there is Petrie, and 1-2-3 inning there from Nomura. It's still 1-0 Ursinus after 4. We'll be back. Welcome back. It's the top of the 5th inning. Standing in now, number 35, Christian Schwartz, the right fielder, and missing on the inside corner there was DeFeo. And that ball is lined hard into center right at Will Pfeiffer, who drops it. So the ball is dropped there by Pfeiffer. Must have been knuckling on him out there. A rare mistake from the center fielder, Will Pfeiffer. Got to the ball in time, but couldn't hang on with the glove. So a costly error, as the runner now stands at first. Number 7, Trevor Verno, the third baseman, standing in for Muhlenberg. Tries to lay down a bunt, but fouls it off, upset at himself, tilting his head at his third base coach in disappointment. Verno faces the 0-1 and now squares to bunt early, pulling back, so it's 1-1. Minnenbach now playing in on the grass, expecting that bunt. DeFeo looks at the runner at first, and now sets, squaring early again, but the pickoff move from DeFeo will delay us at least a couple more seconds. So there's no outs, and the bottom of the order here from Muhlenberg is threatening. Verno lays this one down right back at the pitcher DeFeo, who fields and throws on to Chan at first for the out. So the sacrifice working to perfection. After failing to get it down, Verno eventually does get it down. And now there's a runner on second base with 1 out. Jonathan Toth, after lining a single in his last at-bat, will stand in now once again for the Mules. The freshman shortstop made the error earlier and then lined a single into left. This one hits him. So the second hit batter on the day from DeFeo, and now it's first and second with only 1 out. Jake Brett, the catcher, standing in now. DeFeo delivers, and a big hack. Wanted it all there. A swing and a miss though. Brett swinging for the downs. Couldn't quite make contact. It's 0-1. And swinging hard again and fouling it into the glove of Jacobs for the strike there was Brett. So it's 0-2, and after 2 ginormous hacks, the catcher finds himself in a hole. And taking strike 3 on the outside corner there was Brett. So there's 2 down now, a massive strikeout, and a huge spot from DeFeo. And now Coach Exeter is going to come out to the mound and signals to the bullpen for DeFeo to come out of the game. So that will be the final appearance of his college career from Nick DeFeo, and Casey Fitzsimmons will relieve him out of the bullpen. Hugs on the bullpen for DeFeo from all of his teammates, and stepping off of the field for the last time is the senior Nick DeFeo. His teammates line up, wanted to give him that opportunity to walk off rather than come out between innings. Classy move there by Coach Exeter. And the Ursinus bench lines up to give hugs to Nick DeFeo as Casey Fitzsimmons, the lefty, stands in on the mound now for the Bears. So after the pitching change, we're back in the top of the fifth. There's 2 down. Casey Fitzsimmons toting the rubber for the Bears. His first pitch misses low and away, blocked up by Jacobs. So it's the top of the order for the Mules. Ryan Herbert, center fielder, in. And Fitzsimmons misses yet again. So it's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. That one is grounded through the hole. In to field it is Harris, but the throw will not be in time. And it's 1-1, so out of the bullpen, Fitzsimmons gives up the hit, surrendering the first run of the day, and it's 1-1. Now there's 2 down and runners on the corners. Still threatening are the Mules as their second hitter, Jack Kent, in the 2-hole, also playing second base today, stands in, and that ball is popped up. Minnickbach under it at third, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out. So after surrendering the run, Fitzsimmons gets back in there, and it's 1-1 after 4.5 here from Collegeville.
It's on us.
All of us.
And it's time to act now.
We are calling you, all of you.
All Centennial Conference student athletes to join our cause.
The It's On Us pledge is a personal commitment
to keep men and women safe from sexual assault.
It's a promise to not be a bystander to the problem,
but to be a part of the solution.
As a Centennial Conference student athlete, I am proud to take the pledge.
I pledge
to create an environment where men and women feel
safe.
To hold friends accountable if what they're doing is wrong.
To never blame the victim.
1/5 of women and 1/16 of men are sexually assaulted in college.
It's on us.
It's on us.
To stop sexual assault.
To be more than a bystander.
To intervene if a friend is doing something that could lead to sexual assault.
It's on us.
It's on us.
It's on us.
To help others.
To stand up, to step in, and to take responsibility.
It's on us.
It's on us. To take reports of sexual assault seriously.
To change the way we talk about women.
To be part of the solution, not part of the problem.
To look out for others.
Anyone can be the victim and everyone can be the solution.
It's on us as Centennial Conference student athletes.
To take a stand and make a difference.
We're the Centennial Conference and it's on us, all of us, to stop sexual assault.
We took the
Now that the game is tied, the freshman first baseman check swing. He did not go, so it's ball 1. And the second pitch of the at-bat catches the outside of the zone for a strike. The 1-1 misses. 2 balls, 1 strike to Chan. So Muhlenberg responding in the last inning. tying this game 1-1. Nomura still on the mound, and Chan swings and misses at the curveball there. Nomura trying to get a punch out. And he does. Struck out Chan on the away pitch on the 2-2 count. And there's one down. So a strikeout from Nomura to start the bottom of the 5th inning. And now gets back in there with the off-speed pitch. First pitch off-speed to Muhlenberg. And now Muhlenberg swings and misses. Strike 2. So making quick work of the Bears so far is Nomura here in the 5th. Let's see if he can get another punch out. And that ball is popped foul, so we'll do it again 0-2. Nomura coming into today had 11.1 innings pitched. And misses on the outside corner there. Looked like it could have been in there, bouncing up and down on the balls of his feet on the mound. In disappointment of the call was Nomura. He thought it was in there. But it's 1-2, and he'll have to make another pitch. And this one is fouled off, barely grazed the bat of Muhlenberg, but it's still 1-2. So a good at bat. Seeing a lot of pitches here as Muhlenberg. Let's see what we can do with 2 strikes. And swung on and missed. A great off-speed pitch by Nomura. And there's 2 up and 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. The freshman Owen Harris now is going to stand in and try to prevent a 1-2-3 inning. So 2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts. And now getting back in there with the swinging strike is Nomura. Trying to strike out the side. And Harris prevents the strikeout of the side by popping it high into left field and caught by Petrie. So still a 1-2-3 inning. And it's 1-1 after 5 from college. Couple substitutions here for the Bears in the top of the 6th inning. We got Tom Pancari in at first base, and on the mound in relief of Casey Fitzsimmons we have James Schuld, the junior right-handed pitcher who's thrown 6.1 innings so far this season. with a 1.42 ERA, so he's been very effective, not giving up a lot of runs. In fact, only giving up 1 run on the year. It was an earned run. So Schold comes set, and now the count is 1-1. That ball is grounded down the first baseline, fielded by the second baseman Solomon Griffith, and thrown on to first to Pancari for the out. So Schold comes in and gets the first batter he faces on the ground ball to second base. And now that ball is hit behind first base. Pancari over and makes the catch. A great catch there by Pancari, who's in at first. And that'll retire number 3, Skylar Petrie. So now coming up to the plate, Christian Schwartz, the right fielder for the Mules, after Schold has gotten 2 quick outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Only 2 more innings to go in this 7-inning affair. Schold delivers, misses low. And now Schold misses again, so it's 2-0. Tight zone today in this first game. A lot of calls not going the way of either team. And now Schold gets a pop-up yet again. Under it, but losing it in the sun for a moment was Solomon Griffith, so Owen Harris calls him off out there and right and makes the catch. We're on to the bottom of the 6th. It's 1-1. So now we have a pinch hitter. It's number 2, Dan Ikaza, stepping up now in place of Dylan Kramer. So the freshman Kramer subbed out, and Dan Ikaza will step up to the plate. And on the first pitch, he swings and pops it high behind the shortstop. Caught by Toth out there at short for the first out. So now the top of the order, it's Solomon Griffith. So Griffith has been silent at the plate after that first inning double on the first pitch of the ball game. A pitcher's duel here from Collegeville. And a little slide step motion in there for strike 1. So it's still Will Nomura on the mound for Muhlenberg. There is some slight activity out there in the bullpen for the Mules. Guys warming up, getting loose. And now Nomura misses. So it's 1-1. Missing again there was Will Nomura, so it's 2 balls and 1 strike. There's 1 out, and it's the bottom of the 6th. The Bears only have 5 more outs to work with, assuming we don't go to extra innings. And it's 2-2. And that ball was lined hard up the middle, a base hit on a 2-strike count. The second hit of the day for Griffith, second hard base hit of the day. Both line drives into the outfield, one for a double down the left field line, and this one right back up the middle for a single. So a base runner on now for the Bears. And now Jerry Scavone looks to do damage. And a check swing, he did not go. Nomura, the pitcher, is protesting. Thought he went around. But it's 1 ball and no strikes. Pick move to first, back in safely is Griffith. And now Nomura delivers. That ball is popped up. Under it is the third baseman, Verno, and caught for out number 2. A lot of infield pop-ups today for the Bears. For the Mules, too, for that matter. Struggling to stay on top of the baseball. And now Will Pfeiffer stands in. Pickoff move was no good there. And now Nomura misses, but the throw goes behind him to the shortstop, Josh Toth, staying at first on that little mistake is Griffith. And now Pfeiffer swings and fouls it off. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And now Pfeiffer pops one foul down the third base line. And that's going to be caught on the fence by the third baseman, Verno. So 2 infield pops caught by Verno in the inning. And we go to the 7th and final inning, still tied 1-1. Welcome back to Collegeville. We are here in the 7th and final inning of this first doubleheader game. James Schuld is on the mound for the Bears, looking to stifle the lineup of the Muhlenberg Mules in this last inning. Swinging strike there from Christian Schwartz. Schold has pitched these last 2 weekends, done a good job. Well, last Saturday and then obviously today, the Thursday doubleheader. So there's 2 strikes after that foul ball from Schwartz. Schold the set and the delivery. He got him swinging. Fouled back into the glove of Jacobs, the catcher, and there's 1 out after the strikeout from Schold. So now here's number 7, Trevor Verno, the third baseman, seen a lot of action on the hot corner today. Schold misses with the first ball. And that ball is popped up. Another infield fly. And losing it in the sun was the second baseman, Griffith. Couldn't see it, so that's the second infield pop-up that could not be seen today. First one came earlier where the shortstop of the Mules, Josh Toth, lost a ball in the sun. And Griffith just completely lost that one. So there's 1 out and now a runner on first. The sun proving to be a problem for these infielders. Schold, unfazed, gets back in the zone quickly. No balls, 1 strike. And now fouled back. Toth, the Mule shortstop, finds himself down 0-2. Schold looks in for the sign. The set. Here's the 0-2. Toth did a good job to hold back on that. Looked like he wanted to go around. Started to swing, then decided to hold back. There's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. And Schold misses again on the off speed, low and away. It's 2-2. The Bears would take a double play here. It would get them out of the inning. There's 1 down, and it's 1-1 in the 7th and final inning. Schold picks to first. Back in time over there was Verno. Another pick move to first. No good. And now a 3rd ball. So back from 0-2. Jonathan Toth has worked a 3-2 count. And that ball is lined hard to short. It's through into left. Fielded out there by Akaza. And now there's runners on first and second, and only 1 out. Here's Jake Brett, who struck out in his last plate appearance. Takes ball 1. Doesn't look like there's anybody up currently in the Ursinus bullpen, but that does not mean somebody hasn't already warmed up. as Schold struggling to find his command after a strong start. It's 2-0. That ball was lined into right. Backing up on it was Harris, and looks like a run will score. So Harris contemplated trying to make a play on it, instead let it hop. It caromed off of him out there in right, and in his first college start, Owen Harris misjudges that one. So now it's 2-1 Muhlenberg, and out to the mound is Coach Exeter to talk to his infielders. Looks like he's talking to them about that play where Griffith lost the ball in the sun. He's going to leave Schold in, and there's one out here in the 7th. So it looks like the Bears did bring in a reliever. It's Drew Hartman, the junior, out on the mound in relief of James Schold. Misses low with the first pitch. There's runners on the corners and only one out. Number 2, Ryan Herbert, the top of the order, standing in for Muhlenberg, looking to extend their 2-1 lead. And he hits a ball high and into center field. Under it is Pfeiffer, but that should score a run on the tag. So it's 3-1 now after the sacrifice fly. Extending the lead here in the 7th is Muhlenberg. Now number 10, Jack Kent, the second baseman, fouls over the first base dugout. So Hartman gets an out, but does surrender the run on the sac fly. And now gets in there with strike 2, I'm sorry. So there's 2 outs, 0-2 count. Hartman the pitch. Misses low and away. And misses high and away there, so it's 2-2. Strike 3, Hartman got him, low in the zone, swinging. And so after 6.5 innings, going to the bottom of the 7th, Muhlenberg leads Ursinus 3-1. The Bears will have 3 outs to try to muster something up or else they'll drop the first game of this 7-inning game doubleheader. Back now, Will Nomura still on the mound for Muhlenberg, looking for this 7-inning complete game. He's only surrendered 1 run, and it was in the 2nd inning on the sac fly from Colby Chan that scored Tom Snipes. Now it's Tom Jacobs up to the plate. And Nomura quickly starts off 0-1. And now strike 2 on a good off-speed pitch. So it's 0-2 to Jacobs. And now Nomura misses low, trying to get Jacobs to fish there. A good take, and now it's 1-2. And now Jacobs pops it behind second base. Back is the second baseman, but that ball will fall. So a bloop hit that fell between the center fielder, Herbert, the right fielder, Schwartz, and the second baseman, Jack Kent, and out to the mound is a Muhlenberg coach to talk to his guy, Nomura. So Nomura has only thrown 48 pitches, and we're in the 7th inning. A quick game or sign of swinging a lot early in counts has kept his pitch count down. Only 48 pitches from Will Nomura so far. There's no outs in the 7th. So through 6 full, essentially, he's thrown 48 pitches. An impressive number, no doubt. And now in is Tom Snipes as Nomura misses high. And apologies for a mistake there by our statistician. It is 48 strikes that Nomura has thrown. 70 pitches. Still an impressive number, not quite as impressive as that 48. 48 strikes been thrown. So now it's 1-2 to Snipes. There's no outs. And it's the bottom of the last inning, the 7th inning. Snipes swings and misses on the pitch outside. And now it's Tom Pancari, the first baseman, subbed in for Colby Chan a couple innings previous. And now a big spot here with a runner on. Pancari looks to do damage. A pick move to first by Nomura. No good. Another pick move, also no good. And now that ball is overthrown, but staying at first is Jacobs, the catcher. Jacobs doesn't have great speed, so probably a smart move there to stay at first on that overthrow. And that one misses away, so it's 1-0. Actually surprised that they're picking off so much with Jacobs, the catcher, over there. Not known for his base stealing ability. And Pancari wanted to go around on that one, started to go around, but held up before he could move the bat. Another pick move to first on Jacobs over there. Jacobs does not have a stolen base on the year. And now that one is lined into left by Pancari. A hard base hit, and the Bears show signs of life here in the bottom of the 7th. All right, so after the bloop hit and the line drive base hit by Pancari, we got ourselves a game here. And we have a pinch hitter for the Bears. It's number 38, Nick Diaz. Diaz will hit for Jared Minibach. In a big spot, a pinch hitter. And now Diaz fouls one off of his leg, strike one. So there's only one out, and it's 0-1. Let's see what the Bears can get going. Missing low there was Nomura. So it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. And Diaz fouls one off of the field house behind the first base dugout. So there's 2 strikes now. Runners on first and second. Nomura the pitch. Misses low and away. A good take there by Nick Diaz. It's 2-2. Nomura trying to put Diaz away. And Diaz pops one high behind first base. Over is the second baseman, Kent, making the catch. So there's 2 down. And now Owen Harris, the freshman, making his first start here today, is the last hope for the Ursinus College Bears. Harris still in search of his first hit on the season, only in a handful of at-bats, and he takes there. Known to have good at-bats is Harris. Had a couple good at-bats last Saturday against McDaniel. And now he takes on the inside corner, strike one. So it's 1-1. Down to their last out are the Ursinus College Bears. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and popped foul over the Ursinus dugout. So it's 1-2. Looking for the complete game in this 7-inning affair is Will Nomura. Will he get it? And Harris fouls one off with the catcher's mask. Out to the mound is the umpire to give the catcher some time. So it'll remain 1-2. The tying run is on first. And now Harris grounds one to first. Over is the pitcher, Nomura, and he gets Harris for the out. So that's the game, folks. Nomura excited about his complete game. It's 3-1 as the final score. The Muhlenberg Mules beat the Ursinus Bears. We'll be back for game 2 shortly from Collegeville.